F predictions. Portugal, it's going to be easy to predict on my end personally, okay, with the first place. If you're listening to this video, no bias, straight facts. Portugal must be perceived as one of the main contenders to win Euro 2024 with the talent that we have individually. Look, it's not losing to Croatia that puts me worried, okay? I believe that the best team will be starting with Cristiano Ronaldo and playing in Euro 2024. That if you doubt Cristiano Ronaldo, I'll talk more in this video. But Portugal, first place. Do you agree, Breton?
Yeah, I do. I do agree. I think much like their qualifying group, they've been given not an easy group, but obviously one of the easier groups in this whole bunch. And my only worry for you is not Group F. It's after Group F. It's like taking these guys seriously enough that when you get into that round of 16, what's the word I'm looking for? That razor sharpness is there, right? That there's not that letdown. That like Bernardo Silva is firing on all cylinders. That Bruno Fernandes is firing on all cylinders. And even Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, firing on all cylinders for you because it doesn't matter. Group F, they'll get out. It doesn't matter, right? It is that round of 16 that it's going. And it likely will be what? Like Ukraine, I believe, or Romania or Slovakia that you play in the next round. So it's really interesting for me. And that midfield, getting that midfield chemistry right for in that group stage. Exactly. I still think they're all kind of feeling each other out. At least in what I saw against who was the opponent you guys just played? Croatia,
yeah.
Right?
It wasn't it was one of the worst first halves I saw with Roberto Martinez. No, it was the worst. I see every Portugal game. The game against Croatia was the worst first half with Roberto Martinez. Must be the case. But Breton, good. Yes. You were gonna ask me something. You're gonna go bold.
Well, I was gonna ask you something because England, Iceland, right, really threw a lot of English fans for a loop. Like it's still ongoing. It is not. It is relentless on there. Mainly because I don't speak the language. I have not necessarily seen that same type of thing with Croatia. You feel like you learn something from that. Better to get it out of the way than to have that type of a game in the Euros. So I'm asking you: is that a, like alarm level red hot? Or are you feeling more confident now knowing, what Roberto Martinez and what the squad needs to do to be razor sharp?
With a weather map, it's like yellow, light yellow. It's not something that I'm very worried, but it's not 100% green. So it's like, I'm kind of like, look, we had a phenomenal qualification with Roberto Martinez. I believe Roberto Martinez can play to Cristiano Ronaldo's strengths, can play to the team's strengths. It's difficult. It's difficult for me to say that we're going to win when we see the match against Croatia. But do I believe that Portugal have what it takes to win Euro 2024? I certainly do. We had a less talented team in Euro 2016, and we won it.
For sure.
This time, with Roberto Martinez, I believe we can do so. But Rafael Leão must start at left wing, behind Nuno Mendes at left back. And then the midfield has to have a player like Vitinha in that team, okay? Has to have. And I see a lot in the media. I think it was on ESPN. Commentator, former player, French. I should know the name. But there was a commentator on ESPN that he says, the best Portugal cannot win Euro 2024 with Cristiano Ronaldo being the best player. That for me is nonsense. Nonsense. Cristiano Ronaldo can be the top goal scorer of Euro 2024. Can be, because with Roberto Martinez in 10 games, he's got 10 goals, 2 assists. We've got the best collection of talent we've ever had. This man is the man with most goals ever in international history, and he's the best player ever of Real Madrid. And people still doubt him. People still doubt him. So and we all know when he's against the wall, Cristiano Ronaldo, he pulls through. Now with Al Nassr, it's a weaker league, but now eyeballs are seeing the league now. Ligue 1 is having trouble to sell those rights. Saudi League is not having the trouble right now. More talent will go there. The league will improve. And Cristiano Ronaldo is the big reason towards that happening. So if Portugal win Euro 2024 is for sure with Cristiano Ronaldo being one of the main reasons towards that happening, and Rafael Leão and Nunes at the left, because that left side, next to obviously Mbappe left side of France, Portugal has the best left side of Euro 2024. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. So there's a lot to unpack there. Was it Franck Leboeuf? Was it him?
Yeah, it was Leboeuf. Yes, it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Nonsense.
But I get that is nonsense, but I do understand the sentiment in some respects, because I feel like I've said it in definitely not eloquently. I don't know how to necessarily say it eloquently, because I never like to say a bad thing about Ronaldo, but I feel like for Portugal it's better, right, if they win the damn thing without him being the main star, right? Because I feel like Portugal needs to move on, and Portugal needs to build that collective. And I still haven't seen Bernardo Silva play a rock-solid game for Portugal where he takes, I want to see it be this kind of interchangeable parts type of situation. I don't know if that's the way it ever will work with Portugal, but if you look at But if you look at the way that Portugal won in 2016, Ronaldo sort of propelled them there, right? I guess, sort of. But obviously, it was somebody else. It was the defense, and it was Eder. But when it comes down to the future of Portugal, I think a lot of it, for me, it's easy for me to say they need to move on from Ronaldo, because I'm not Portuguese, and I didn't grow up a Portuguese supporter. And I know that's a lot harder to do, right? So if they do it with him or without him, I don't know. But
but you don't. That definitely was clickbait. Honestly, asking for Euro 2024, you don't put Ronaldo in the top 5 finishers of the competition.
Top 5 finishers in the competition.
I put him. I put him next to Lukaku. Yeah. And look, if Harry Kane scores more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo, kudos to him. Mm-hmm. It's an achievement for me for Harry Kane to do that. I'm a skeptical, and I think Cristiano Ronaldo will be a top 5 finisher. Do you agree?
Well, in the top 5 in the Golden Boot race, I mean, with Group F, he dang well should be.
But
and with him starting, with him having the confidence
in Euro 2024, considering the amount of talent.
Yeah, I think in our Golden Boot video, I had him in the top 3 or 4th or something like that. I think he's going to do a lot of damage in Group F. That's for sure. It's really knockout rounds. That's where it's going to get interesting.
So why wouldn't we?
I don't think the tournament starts for you,
Ronaldo. Or why wouldn't we start Ronaldo if you consider Ronaldo a top 5 finisher in Euro 2024?
Yeah, it's not that I'm not saying you shouldn't start him. You guys have made that abundantly clear that that's like the way forward. I would have stuck with Gonzalo Ramos after World Cup. I would have played him. I think he'd be in a better place club-wise. He'd be in a better place national team-wise if that was the case. But
disagree.
Very, very clearly, that's not how things have panned out. And also, that's water under the bridge. Because you're right. As of right now, Cristiano Ronaldo is your most informed striker. Mm-hmm. You can say that that's a great thing, and I do understand people that say that that's likely going to be a weakness when all is said and done. Now, we're going to find out which one is true, but I'm just saying I understand that the argument on the other side of the coin is that you don't want him to be your most functional, at his age, your most fearsome striker right now when you face in the round of 16 or in the quarterfinals or in the semifinals, right? Who you face there.
When the
Group F, don't care, right? He'll get it done in Group F. Got no problem with that.
But
right? If he doesn't, then
when the world, Breton, is watching, more people will be tuning in to the quarterfinals, to the semifinals than in the group stage. And when the world is watching, Cristiano Ronaldo tends to deliver. I'm going to go for the side that Cristiano Ronaldo will deliver, because I believe we're going to see history in this European competition, and he's going to win the second Euros. Come on, Cristiano Ronaldo. And the statement of Mourinho, I completely agree with what he said. Mourinho said for Euro 2024, if Portugal had 2 national teams, the second team would also be a contender. This is facts from the special one, José Mourinho, and Cristiano Ronaldo, Gonçalo Ramos, Rafael Leão, Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, Palhinha, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva. Everyone can score goals and can make the difference in moments, situations of one-on-one. So Portugal finishes first in my predictions of Group F. No surprise. Second, I think Turkey with the young core. The young core that we're going to talk more. Georgia, going to put fourth. And Czech Republic, third.
Oh. Okay. You did it out of order there. I was like, oh, hello.
I did it out of order, yes. But Kvaratskhelia, if he's getting a big move, could be after a big Euro.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is my one big pick here. We're going to see what's going to happen. Listen, Georgia only got through due to the Nations League, right?
Yes.
But they beat, I believe it was Greece on penalties to get through. They've got, as I've said before, with Albania, previous to them, they've got nothing to lose with this. Georgia is coached by Willy Sagnol, if I'm not mistaken, right? Former Bayern Munich, former France national team player, I believe. And this is their first ever Euros. I think it wasn't Albania's first. I got that wrong earlier. This is Georgia's first, but they're dangerous in attack. Kvaratskhelia, you've got George Makatadze, I can't say his last name, but played for Metz, scored a bunch of goals in Ligue 1. And yeah, they've got Kashia in the back, the 36-year-old center back that's done it all. But like, I'm going to throw it out there based on the fact that Turkey sometimes underperforms and they're kind of trying to get their feet in front of them. I'm going to have Georgia in third with a potential berth into the round of 16, though I don't think it'll happen. I have Czech Republic finishing second. I've got Turkey finishing a very close fourth because I don't yet see it on paper. Although Hakan Çalhanoğlu was one of the best in Serie A last season, and you could do a whole lot worse than having him be the guy. They're going to go the way of Hakan Çalhanoğlu, but you look at the rest of their squad, and it's a bunch of guys. Really phenomenal talents, a wonderful collection of wonder kids that we need to see kind of gel and come together.
I'm going to trust them.
And get it done for
I'm going to trust Kenan Yildiz, Arda Güler, Orkun Kokşu, Semay Kılıçsoy. I'm going to trust them. I'm going to put them second. That's a bold prediction, mate. Bold.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Not expecting that. So, yeah.
Well, listen.
Yes.
Czech Republic, they play very well as a collective. And you may recall that 3 years ago, Cristiano Ronaldo, and it was Patrick Schick that was co-Golden Boot leader with Cristiano Ronaldo, scored one phenomenal golazo in that particular tournament. But there's also, you've got the Leverkusen connection. You've got the West Ham connection. I mean, but you've got Schick and Hlozek, I think, will have big tournaments for them. And yeah, Kufal, Suchek. It's a decent squad for Group F, right? It's a decent squad for Group F. But Georgia, why the hell not, right? I'm gonna go with it. Georgia, they might not get through, but I think they're gonna push Turkey into the bottom of Group F. And I am fully prepared to eat as much crow as possible on this, Alex, because you're right. I want to see Kenan Yildiz kill it. I want to see Semih Kılıçsoy kill it. I want to see Arda Güler kill it. I don't want this to be the second coming of Emre Mor. I don't think it's going to be, but I would like to see them. I just think it's a little too early. That's it. Too early for that.
Could make sense in the long run when we look back. Let us know, do you agree or disagree with our predictions of Euro 2024, Group F specifically in this case. Let us know what you're thinking. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell us. Best player in the tournament, Golden Boots. Let us know in the comment section and we will answer your comments. And don't forget to like this video until now.